Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the War Room. Stamp Island has been conquered and covered in snow. Hoorah! So our next destination is either going to be Dire Range or Rivers 4, and I have decided way in advance that Rivers 4 will be our next contest for glory and trophies. Lots of shiny trophies indeed. As for who we're going to play as this time around, we're going to give old Maxi a run for his money. And make him run many miles for that £5 that he so desperately wants. He's a poor man. Anyway, there's another 2CO map. We have to deal with Sonia over here and Lash down here. And, well, I thought there was a way across that river, but apparently there isn't. Hoobagarb. Let's build infantry then. That's how we must always begin such maps. Okay. We're going up against the bitch duo. Oh, better load up the bitchosity cannon and fire around into the sun. Because they will bitchosity you into next week, and then when it gets to next week, they will bitchosity you some more. And you don't want that. We're going to want to try and throw quite a few infantries down there. And build some tanks. Can't get anywhere without tanks, especially not with Max, whose life is tanks. He was born to drive a tank. Drive it off a cliff? Perhaps. Drive it into somebody? Definitely. Drive it over them? Prepare to be squashed under the treads of Imperial progress. Maxi progress. Maximum progress will be made at the expense of your breathing. Gonna steal, gonna capture everything that's not nailed down, which happens to be everything. I need this place. Need to own it. Need to own it with a P. Yes, because you can put vegetables on things to proclaim your ownership of them now. This is how things work. Excuse me, choked to death. And you know it. Come on, Lash. What are you going to do? That's right. Achieve precisely nothing with your time. For now, I will allow you to breathe. But soon your esophagus will be clogged. Clogged with tanks. Why the hell not? Oh no. Tanks are everywhere. Tanks are everywhere now. And there's no escape for you. No escape from tanks. Let's get a base. Let's get a base and more fucking tanks. It's pretty much going to be the tank parade, as far as this one goes. Since artilleries are completely worthless for Max, and rockets aren't fantastically useful either. It's all about the tanks. Oh yes, the tanks. Tanks on parade. Tanks in space. Well, that's Sturm pretty much in a nutshell right there. Hell, that's Black Hole in a nutshell right there. First port I call, you have got to die. You right there. This tank right here has offended me for the last time. Let's crush and burn. Crash and burn as well. Why not? Bring infantry to work and capture everything. Capture the printer. It may not work, but who cares? I want it. I want it anyway. I want to build tanks with it. Build a tank out of your ink jet. The ink cannon will be mounted on the front of it, and your enemies will be black and magenta and cyan and yellow. When you get in there, blorg and florg. You can install a scanner on there, and you know, then there would be a stupid runaway analogy that doesn't need to continue. Anyway, we are capturing. We cannot be prevented in our capturosity. We cannot be prevented from building a medium tank down here. Overall strategy is going to be similar to Stamp Island in that we're going to want to take out one person first, and that person is naturally going to be Sonia because she's nearer to us and thus easier to murder. And ease of murder is always a good thing. If you deny it, then you're wrong in the head. Seems to be going fairly well, though, simply by the medium of tank spam. I don't have any money to build anything now, though. Damn that medium tank. It depleted my bank account. My Swiss bank account. My offshore bank account, even. Oh, wow, you're a dick. You don't need to live anymore. Prepare to cease breathing in 3, 2, 1. Activate. Right, that's something else. Lash kind of running unchecked down there. That's why I've been capturing up like a motherfucker down here. Gonna need all this production. I'm need it now. Gonna need it to kill everybody. Set up a little wall of infantry right there. Normally I would have built an artillery right about now, but nope, more tanks. That's right, tanks. Tanks have been introduced. Hello, I'm a tank. How are you today? Oops, I didn't mean to... Well, okay. Never mind, I guess it doesn't matter that much. In the long run, you're going to die whichever way I choose to look at this. Which is forwards. Forward thinking. Backwards. Actions. That doesn't even make sense. Backwards actions would be what Lash is doing right now, what with her facing the wrong way. Well, the limitations of the game. No battleships here, which is a shame. There's an idea for a new unit. Some kind of boat that can only travel on rivers. It's quite nippy and got a short indirect range or something like that. Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good idea. I like it anyway, and if I like it, that means everyone must. That's how it works, right? You know it's true, and if you don't agree with me, then I'll have to kill you dead. With all my lovely tanks, those lovely tanks that you can never escape from. Let's get a medium tank as well. Gonna need all the tanks we can get. Let's move our infantries. Let's form a wall. Wall of meat. Gross but true indeed. I'm not gonna build anything actually. That mech is not required today. We will send him his P-45. Okay, time for the counter break. I thought I've told you about this before, Sonia. If you keep breaking it, then I'm just going to have to kill you with it. Stuff it down your throat until you choke to death. That's how it works, right? Sure is. Well, how ineffectual that was. Always good for a laugh, eh, Sonia? And Lash continues to make some things green and shoot some infantry, which is completely pointless. Wow, look at you, aren't you special? Didn't you achieve so much today? Answer no. No, actually, that could be an issue. A big issue. So we want to attack from there, really. And what we want to do is form up a lovely meat shield all over again. You can't stop us all. Let's see them fight all of us. You can't. Even if you try, you will fail. Fail horribly. And now this needs to die. Oh wait, counter break is on, isn't it? That should still die. Yes! Victory! Delicious victory will be spread on the toast of life. Ha 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 ha! Now I've got a medium tank, what are you gonna fucking do? I'm gonna build lots of tanks, they are cost-effective units. They really are. For 7,000 you do get quite a lot of kick out of them. Nice, good speed, and with max at least, an insane amount of power for how much you're paying. That's why tank spam will always work. Tank spam in the morning, tank spam at lunchtime, and tank spam in the evening. Delicious tank spam. Oh, well, okay. At least the rocket decided to be engaged in retard mode today. That's always good. I seem to be getting a little surrounded here, actually. I would like to back out, but I'm not sure I can. Not short of doing something like that anyway. This tank is doomed, so I'm going to leave it to be doomed. What I'm instead going to do is back out to there and do as much damage as I can with it. Well, that shows me. But we got the base now, and that's a big deal. Oh, indeed it is. There's no way to escape. I have a brilliant idea. Do you see this square here? It is perfectly safe from rockets. Put the tank down a step away from it. You need to die right now. See, aggressive use of tanks is working in our favor, viewers. You cannot stand before the tanks. You can't. You think that you can, but you are wrong. Let's have a tank on each side now. Spread out the tanks. Spread the love of tanks. bordering on the insane. Hug a tank today. It's like hugging a spike, but considerably colder because tanks are, well, kind of emotionless. But then I guess so are spikes, so I guess it doesn't really make any difference. Rambling! It will proceed at maximum slow. At maximum retard. Ooh, I like the sounds of that. That's enough. Get out of the road, or you'll be run down in cold blood. It's time for steroids. I mean max blast. I mean max steroids. All my direct units have become scary. The power they possess is frightening. Watch this. One hit kill for you. Max blast cannot be denied. Oh no. There's nothing that you can do now except for die. How did you survive? Nobody will know the answer to this. Maybe we don't care. Maybe we're not interested. That's certainly the impression I'm getting. Okay, now it's time for tanks. Ha! Who am I kidding? It's always time for tanks, right guys? That's right! Ha 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 ha! Let's just get that tank where it is safe and crush! No, actually I was better off there. Kill! And destroy! With tanks! Haven't had enough money to get a Neo tank yet though. This needs to change soon. And believe me, viewers, it shall, for Neo tanks are forever. A Neo tank is for real life, not just for Christmas. Well, until he gets blown up anyway. But my Neo tanks will never die. Wow, I didn't even see that. Oops. How did that... What? Seriously? Well, that attack kind of got blunted rather fast, didn't it? What am I doing wrong here? I can't imagine there's anything, but there obviously is. Something going wrong, something about my plans has gone a little awry. You die. You simply must, there's no option left other than an early grave for you. I think we're going to have to back out again here. I don't like doing that. Garb! I need Neo tanks, that's what I need. Plenty of them. You don't get to repair yourself anymore. This is what I have decided. I'd like to be able to get that medium tank out of dodge, but I don't think it's going to happen. Eep. Okay, we need infantry. We need to be capturing stuff. I didn't even realise this was here. Is there a base here? Yes, there is. We're going to need to deal with that, otherwise... Oops. Otherwise, retardation. What's my income? 15 grand, that's not too bad. That means I need at least 7 left over to build a Neo tank, so for now I'm not going to build anything. I'll take my lumps. 2 of them in my tea. Sugar, that is. Actually, I don't drink tea, or I would have sugar in it even if I did, probably. Oh no. Now it's time for pain. Ow. My pride will be squashed like a bug on the window of your dreams. Well, that's certainly an option. Adoption's an option. And so is getting murderized. Jeez. I think I've definitely established that Lash is the greater threat here. She has a much bigger income. She has a greater number of territories. It's really... I've got to go for the knockout blow on Sonya or I'm never going to win this. Which means throwing medium tanks in willy-nilly. Which I never like doing, but I have no choice. So take it then. Take her down. Take her downtown and destroy her. Why not? Makes perfect sense to me. We need to start capturing. But I say that fully in the knowledge that it's going to be quite difficult to do. What with this kind of dominating that area of the map. How thoroughly annoying, but there is nothing I can do. Nothing that I can do but build Neo tanks. It can be shot, can't it? No? Good. Glad to hear. Right, what am I doing down here? Well, first, I'm stealing that. Send in the cleanup crews. Although I say that, and I'm vastly outnumbered here. I think I need to back up again. Hoop and blarg. This is not a good day for me. Nah, it probably makes more sense to build nothing at the moment. I underestimated this map. I'm not going to lie, viewers. I thought, nah, the Bitchosity cannon will be no match for me. It's no ion cannon, right? But apparently it is. Apparently it's far worse than that. Oh, wow. Seriously? Hooper Garble. Viewers, I am afraid this may not be going so well anymore. I have a distinct feeling that I may lose. But with Neo tanks I can probably win somehow. I hope so anyway. Oh, what is this shit? Is there anything I can do? Yes, there is. It's called hurl myself into combat mercilessly. Running over everyone today. Yeah, I think I might need to stop this before it gets out of control. Out of control! Crush, kill, and destroy. There is no other way to peace other than death. That's not really gonna lead to a peace anyway. I need infantry over there, really, otherwise capturing HQ just won't happen. Oh, viewers, why? What have I done to deserve this? Day 14. Well, one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to lose, or it's going to be a really long, drawn-out thing. That's not going to help at all. Now I can't keep track of how many units there are. Damn it, Sonia! Learn your lesson! Learn your place, or be completely destroyed. Hopefully. Sonia's not really a threat right now. It's the queen of the Bitchosity throne, Lash, who will be giving me the trouble. Oh! My meat shield, it's crumbling! No! The gravy of my victory is being served cold. And I think we're going to have to do something about this. Pretty damn sharpish. Now you die. Now you fucking die. Let me guess, that's in range to shoot me if I do that. Correct. Oh. Fuck. We've got a fairly major problem here. Things aren't going my way anymore. I really don't think that I am going to win this time. It seems to be an awful shame. But my grip is weakening on here, and I will probably go ahead and die. I mean, I can stomp all over her units as much as I like, but it won't make any difference if I can't capture her HQ. Will it? No, is the answer you're looking for. And yet I don't build any. Okay, let's start working towards that now. Because I'm rapidly running out of time to do it. Hoop and blarg. Not going well at all. It's weird because I don't really remember this map being that difficult. Hoop and blarg indeed, viewers. The great banners of Hoop and blarg will be hung from the rafters of Castle Hoop and blarg. And despair will probably reign. Because that is not going to be fun. If I lose those cities, I may as well call it a day right now. I need income. But you're not letting me have it. Okay. Time for a breakout. Get the needle out. I need steroids now. I need to crush everyone. With arms that are wider than my head. Funny because it's true. Nothing I can do about that, really. Unless... Ha! Window of opportunity. Let's just knock that Neo tank out before it becomes an issue. A big issue. I've used that joke already, and I'm not going to use it again. I promise. I promise. I promise nothing. We need to just keep our expenses down at the moment. That's another good idea. There we go. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now let's get moving over there. We need help. Go on. Pray, make Lady Luck smile on me. Yes! Your rocket is crushed. 200% damage. You do not argue with that. It argues with you and wins and drops an APC on your head. Better way to win an argument than that does not exist.